Good evening, everybody. Well, afternoon. Welcome back to the Nico headquarters. Rico, how you doing today?
And I ain't rich, but
But you will be tomorrow.
yeah,
And speaking of rich, say the opposite. Say you make very, very, very little money
I do.
and you're at a traffic light. So
Okay.
today's topic is beggars at traffic lights. What's your take on it?
Bigger. All right. People who are panhandling.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
What do you think?
I would
Be honest.
Oh, yeah, I can be
Don't give me
honest.
no professional politically correct BS. I need the raw truth, the unedited, uncut. Not like I said.
You're doing too much. You're doing too
I was
much.
gonna say
All right,
something
let's
else.
just get to the point. All right. So this is how I feel. This is before I worked with the homeless directly. When it comes to panhandling, I don't support panhandling.
Okay.
I don't.
Is there any occasion where you do support it?
Any occasion where I do support panhandling?
So this is my take on it, and then you go you go from there. So when I see somebody at a traffic light just straight up asking for money,
Mhm.
I really don't like it. Really dislike it.
Okay.
Now, when I see somebody at a traffic light selling anything,
Selling something. Okay.
maybe a water bottle, maybe a little fruit or something, maybe a little anything, and you're selling it, then I love it. It's literally the very opposite. I really like seeing that because it's like you're going through tough times, and not only are you letting your pride aside, you're actually working, you're hustling.
Okay.
The other way where you're just asking for money, to me, that's kind of, I don't know. I don't respect that as much because I feel like you're not really trying. You're just being like,
You're just asking. That's all you're doing. You're begging.
that's it. You're just begging for money. But when you're out there, you're trying to do your thing.
Mhm.
I respect that. I respect that so much, and I always hate when I don't have cash to give them. So I have two answers. I love it and I hate it.
It depends on the circumstance.
Depends on what you're doing.
All right. So maybe I'm kind of like that situation.
That's
Look,
why I asked you. Yeah.
I don't like panhandling on the street. And this is why I don't like panhandling on the street.
Wait, can you panhandle it?
Yeah, panhandling.
Where?
Anyway. Panhandling is just
Like outside a mall or something?
You could be outside a mall, you could be in Ybor, you could be in places of entertainment, you could be anywhere. Panhandling is asking for money. Okay. Now, I don't like panhandling on the road. I don't like panhandling at the light. I don't like panhandling off the interstate. I don't like panhandling.
Do you consider selling a water bottle also panhandling?
I'm gonna get to that. The reason why I don't like people out on the street is because it creates a situation of danger. If you slip off the curb or something happens, you get hit by a car, you're endangering yourself, you're endangering me. Okay. And also, I don't like anybody meeting me at my car because I have my window down, you're in my face, you're entering my space. My car is protected, but I don't want anybody to threaten me or my vehicle when I'm driving. Especially if you're not paying attention, I pull off, I hit you, someone hits you, there's something now it's an issue. Now there's a threat. Do not panhandle on the road. Do not walk in traffic. Do not walk in the median. Don't impede traffic.
That's true. It is a hazard. Yeah, that's I hadn't seen it that way.
That's the first thing. And you said selling stuff. I don't want anybody out there selling anything. I don't want the girls who are doing car washes for school. I don't want the boys who got their football helmet out there asking for money. Do not get in the street. Don't get in the street. The only people I would so much respect in the street is protesters. I respect that, but I'm not going to respect anything else beyond that. Selling, panhandling, whatever. No, not in the highways and byways. Not at all. Now, if you're going to panhandle, right? Panhandle in certain areas. Don't panhandle in front of stores. Don't panhandle in front of stores. I'm here to buy something. Meet me in the parking lot. On the outskirts of the parking lot.
I mean, I've never met anyone, at least not in the US, doing it inside the store.
Not inside the store, but not in front of the store. Don't meet me as I walk in the door or I'm walking out of the door. You can meet me in the parking lot. Hey, I'm in the parking lot. I'm on the edge of the parking lot. So when I come in, I might give you money to park and go inside. I'm not pressured when I'm making transactions up front or I'm coming out. Don't meet me when I'm coming out the grocery store or whatever. Oh man, you got a little cash. Don't catch me at Amscott. You know why people don't panhandle at banks?
Amscott.
You know why people don't panhandle at banks? Because banks don't play that game because it creates a threatening dynamic. People are going in and doing financial transactions with money. It can be tempting for people to be robbed and or mugged or assaulted. So they don't allow it at banks at all. Don't do it at stores. Now, if you want to panhandle, respectfully, you want to panhandle, right? I say go to an area of entertainment. Go to Hebor. Go down to a place where people are entertained and people are spending money freely. Not getting necessities, getting things of leisure. Okay. So if you want to play, if you want to play guitar, you want to do a little song and dance, you want to do a little bit of entertainment in the entertainment industry, or you just want to panhandle, do that out somewhere where people are spending that type of money. So do that in Ybor City. Do that outside the bar. Do it in those areas where people are spending money that they might not need to be spending. It's something fun and for leisurely. Okay. That's what I respect.
The thing, so the reason I thought of this topic a couple weeks ago is that, so I was running around in the Nico mobile from work, and I saw a lady about 50 years old with two girls, about 10, 12.
Okay.
And they were selling, like, I still have it. They were selling like a plastic container, like full of like cut up fruits.
I see that.
So you got strawberries, you got pineapple, a bunch of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, wow. So I saw the thing that said $6. So I'm like, oh, let me look, like I feel like I have some change, which I never do, but this time I did.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I was like blowing the horn. I was like, bang, 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 because like the thing was red, like the traffic light was red. So I gave them $8, and then I took the thing, and I was like, I like that, I respect it. I don't feel like she was using the girls to get people to buy.
Mm-hmm.
Because she wasn't like making a sad face and like holding them, like the girls were like moving actively. I feel like I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I respected that, and I'm like, hey, that should be the next topic of our podcast.
No,
I feel
look,
like
I've seen the
I respect it, and I love.
I've seen the signs. I've seen that people with the dogs, and I feel bad for veterans. That's what I feel bad for. I feel people who serve the country. I feel bad for people who have had significant tragedy, like they lost their home in a flood or a fire or something like that.
But if you're a veteran, you decided to become a veteran and put yourself in that position.
The veterans are something sitting there. The country should be taking care of individuals. We have programs where I'm at, you know, and even to a certain degree, addiction takes a hold of your life. It is a gripping epidemic, right?
Yeah, addiction.
So I get that. Now, this is where my sympathy turns into action. I feel sorry that your situation has happened, but there are solutions. When a person doesn't want to exercise the solutions to get out of their situation, my sympathy is over. My sympathy's done. I especially now where I work, I see it all the time. So I always refer people to come to the shelter. Oh, I don't want that. I'll buy you something to eat. Oh, I just want the money. The people who are honest. Oh, I'm gonna get it to buy a beer. You know why? I'll give you money for your honesty. No. The reason why I don't give money, I gotta do it because I work for my money. I can help you get to a better stage, but I'm not gonna give you what I'm going to work for. I'm gonna give you resources that I work with. I'm gonna give you workable solutions. I'm not gonna give you cold stone hard cash in my pocket that I have to go back and work for somebody else to get back and put in my pocket. No, I'm not doing that. And it's funny, you know, we talked about karma earlier. We talked about, you know, ex-girlfriends. I find it weird that a lot of people.
You guys will know about that if you've been watching our podcast, by the way. So go back, go to YouTube, the Rico Nico podcast. You can know everything we're talking about.
Yeah. That will be a promo? Was that an in thing promo? Was that what's going on?
No, I'm actually gonna record one. It's gonna be really fun.
I hope so.
You'll see.
Really, can't wait. But no, I've seen a lot of people who they're zealous about helping the homeless and paying that money because that's what they feel that's a little bit of karma they're generating. Oh, I did this, I did that for the homeless and da. That little bit. That's what you think that's gonna offset some of the effed up things you do in life. Yeah. I know a lot of people who think like that. They're I gotta find the money. Okay. How about do something for people? Actually do something for people. And I know people who do that, but then the people they choose to be in their life, horrible judgment.
So you do see a difference with trying to sell as opposed to just panhandling?
If you're actually legitimately selling something, I'm good with you selling. Don't sell in the street. Don't leave the highways and byways.
So your deal breaker is being out on the street.
Don't be out on the street where you can pose a threat and danger. Don't be out
Well,
there.
you can cause a car crash.
Yeah, and don't meet me where my money, where I'm. Don't, let me go do my transaction. I'm glad the days of people saying like, oh, you can go to the ATM. I remember there used to be cats that used to be like, oh, man, can I borrow a couple of dollars? Like, yeah, man, I got the car. You go to the ATM, that's mad disrespectful. I don't work for you. I'm not gonna go out of my way to go get you money. That's disrespectful. And I remember working in keyboard, there used to be a lot of scams. There used to be people who would get vests and hard hats, and this is one of the biggest jobs. This is one of the biggest things you used to say, oh man, I came down here on a labor job. They left me, man. They left me stranded. I just need a couple of bucks to get a bus pass. There was a guy in Nico for years, panhandling, making thousands. And I think they followed him and wrote an article about him. He would come busted, beat up looking, whatever. But you know how he got the e-board? He got the e-board in a gold Mercedes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, these people are professional panhandlers. You have people who are professional panhandlers. They know how to work people. They know how to finesse people. They know how to game people, get money out of them. It's con. It's a con game. And they live in rather well. It's a parasitic mindset, but it works. It works. Why do you think people would go GoFundMes who lie about their children having cancers and all of that? I'm careful with my charity. That's all I got to say.
Let us know down in the comments down below 2 things. 1, how careful are you with your charity? And number 2, if the last time you gave money to a panhandler, how much was it?
Did you claim on your taxes?
And did you claim it on your taxes? That's the third bonus thing. Leave a like on this video, share with everybody. Yeah, thank you for time.
And if there's anybody who's needed resources, refer them to the local health department, refer them to the local Salvation Armies, Goodwills, Department of Children and Families in your local area. There are tons of resources that taxpayers are covering across the board. There's never enough, but it's always good to start. It's always better to find solutions than short fixes. I'm good.
I like it.
Yo.